All right, we'll get started. Iga, congrats on the win today. Your
Thank
thoughts on
you.
the match?
Well, for sure, any first match is a little bit tricky because you need to adjust to the conditions on site. But I think, the first set was really solid. Second set, my focus went up and down a little bit, but I'm happy that I got my level up in important moments to close it.
Hi, Iga. In that moment in the second set, especially, for example, the last game, how do you try and find that focus again? Do you have any sort of, not tricks, but any sort of skills or things that you use to find your way back into a match?
Honestly, it depends on the match, but today I felt like I had some technical things that I wanted to improve, and when I was serving, I felt like sometimes I tossed the ball a little bit not in the right place. So, on the last points, I kind of just focused on that, and I knew that if I'm gonna make my first serve in, I have a good start there. So I kind of focused on playing it like pretty in a brave way and tossing right. So I kind of focused on the technical things, and that was enough today.
Hey, here you go, well played. I think in your previous press conference you mentioned the balls being light, the US Open balls, and I know it's been a topic for a long time. I'm curious just how your perspective and approach has changed to it over the years. Obviously you won the US Open with them, so it can be helpful for you, but yeah.
Yeah, I won the US Open, but I also lost a couple times second round or third, so I'm kind of being humble and knowing that you need to kind of adjust to the balls because they're not gonna help you a bit. So yeah, they are light. They are much different than what we played on clay and on Wimbledon. So yeah, the only way to think about it is to focus on adjusting as best as possible and accepting that there are going to be some shots that are just going to kind of fly away from your racket and trying to control it as much as possible.
Hi, Iga. Congrats.
Thank you.
I'm curious about the giant cars that players are getting here in Cincy. Are you the one
Giant cars?
Yeah, the giant cars. Are you the one who's driving, and how good is your parking?
Well, I haven't driven it yet, but I'm planning to. My parking skills, I think, it depends. Well, yeah, it depends what kind of spot I have, for sure. But I think they're pretty good, especially nowadays. Like every car has cameras, so this is helpful. But since I got my driver's license, I didn't drive manually. I know that in US you don't have cars like that, but in Europe sometimes it happens. So I think that would be tricky, but overall I would consider myself a good driver, and yeah, I think I'm parking pretty well.
Thanks. Hey, Iga.
Hi.
The way players build teams around themselves are different nowadays than it was in the past, and you've always been very purposeful about the team you surround yourself with. And I just wondered, who influenced you in that, and how did that all come together for you?
Well, I build my team just knowing what I need, and obviously when you're younger, your parents kind of look for people to work with you, but later on you kind of have to do your own research, and yeah, I don't know, I thought I always pick the people that I thought are the best at what they do, and the ones that will help me the best way in the moment. And I think I've been pretty lucky with every member of my team, and also with people I worked with before, because from every person I could get a lot, and they were like a perfect match kind of at that moment. So I think I'm pretty lucky in terms of people around me.
Hi, Iga. When it comes to these impressive upgrades here, what is something that you enjoy the most? And after being here for a few days, is there something that you think would make this experience even better?
Oh, I don't think there's a need to say what should be better because honestly it's kind of perfect. I like how much space we have, and we basically have everything we need. We have like quiet rooms, we have good locker rooms with like places also to recover, a lot of space to like sit before the match and wait, and you can be in a quiet place, you can be in a place with a lot of like daylight. So on some venues it's not so easy to find that, and it's been great here, and I love all the improvements. I think they did an amazing job, and doing that in 1 year, like it's kind of crazy, and I love it.
Hi, Iga. I remember when we spoke during the clay court season, you spoke about maybe feeling frustrated when you were going for shots and not remembering that they don't always work and getting upset with that. I'm curious, now that you look back on that part of the season, or if you have a different or clearer sense of maybe why things were not necessarily going as well as you wanted them to, now that you're playing much better.
I think there were a lot of factors back then. Well, for sure the expectations on clay, and just me kind of feeling like, I don't know, I need to compete my best every week, but I sometimes needed just time to kind of reset, but didn't really get it until I lost in Rome. Me being like frustrated quicker from different reasons, like and not working the proper way, kind of being stubborn sometimes with the way I approach stuff. So I think it was a mix, and I needed some time to like get out of that after Broome.
And I was just wondering if you had a chance to try any of the ice cream that's on site, the Grader's ice cream. And if
Oh,
you have
I already had it.
If you have a favorite flavor, then.
I had one, but I don't remember now. I haven't tried them this year, but I've been eating them kind of every year I come here, so I know they're great, but I don't remember my favorite. I think it was like blueberry or blackberry something.
Black raspberry, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I was pretty amused by your posts about Wicked. I'm curious, just when did you watch it, and what about it clicked with you, I guess?
Oh my God, everything. Well, I watched it on the way to Montreal on the plane, and I loved everything. Like, first of all, I was always a Swiftie, so when Taylor was like big in 2014, 2016, Ariana also was big, but I kind of always compared them, and I liked Taylor more. So I didn't really listen to Ariana, and I didn't really care that much, you know. But then on Wicked, when I saw like what she did to perform that well, and how she raised her, voice, and could reach the, the range she wasn't able to reach before, like how she performed overall, danced, act. Like, I didn't know she could do that. Probably people who were like interested knew that, but I was just shocked, and I got like huge amount of respect. And Cynthia Erivo as well. I don't know, I just discovered everything, and it was great. Also, like the film itself was like so much fun. The songs were amazing. Like, you can listen to them kind of every day. Some are pop, some are like less pop, but more like operatic. And also what they did to, sorry, that's gonna be the longest answer, to like the tribute to the original Broadway show with Indina Menzel and Kirsten Kenowich. Like, it was just amazing. I loved it, and I got addicted to listening to the soundtrack. Now I kind of had to stop because I was singing the songs in my head like all the time, like even too much. So I'm kind of balancing it out, but yeah, everything was great. Sorry. Yeah, here not, because I've been like, okay, I need to chill. I need to focus on tennis, But in Montreal, I was singing the soundtrack on court.
Did you see the show in New York?
will I see the show? Well, that's a big question because, I don't know if I should wait for the second part of the movie or go watch the Broadway show. Usually when I read a book, for example, I don't want to watch the movie because I don't want to ruin the visual image of a book that I have in my head. So I have kind of the same dilemma right now. And I think I'm going to wait till November and hopefully, for sure the show is going to be on next year, so I'm going to watch the show then.
We'll switch to Polish if there's a couple of questions.
I want to continue. First time in my life. No, okay. Do you have any more questions about Wicked?
What was your favorite song?
Oh my God. Well, at first when I was watching the movie, I loved The Wizard and I. It was like the first one that was kind of, oh my God, this is getting to another level. Then Popular, just because it's fun and you can see how they interact and everything. And then One Day in Emerald City. So, and then Defying Gravity, I can't choose. But yeah, all of them are amazing and you can't choose because they have totally different vibes. But four of these ones.
Any other questions?
And yours? Do you have a favorite one? Oh my God. Yeah.
But when it first came out, you didn't watch it?
Yeah, I'm weird. I don't watch the things that are popular at the moment. I don't know why. Like, whole world is talking about them and I'm like, whatever. And then suddenly after a couple of months, I'm still waiting for Game of Thrones to come to me. So, yeah. I don't know why. What?
What else have you?
I haven't watched a lot of things, unfortunately. So, sorry? No. Yeah, I'm not, well, okay, now I'm going to embarrass myself. So let's finish the press conference.
Polish now. We'll do a couple.
Thank you.
Witam Iga, gratulacje przede wszystkim.
Dziękuję.
No już chciałem też nawiązać do tych musicali z Broadwayu. Czy masz jakieś ulubione, bo wcześniej rozmawiałem z Magdą Linetem, Magda opowiadała, że Chicago była 3 razy. No i czy będzie okazja właśnie, ja od razu Ci polecę Moulin Rouge i Back to the Future, a czy będzie okazja zobaczenia czegoś w Nowym Jorku?
Już chciałam właściwie w Londynie, na West Endzie, ale mi się nie udało, bo po prostu nie było czasu. Więc bez ustań w Nowym Jorku pójdę.
Na co?
Nie wiem jeszcze, ale z tych, co obejrzałam dotychczas, najbardziej podobała mi się Tina.
No i tak wracając do sportowych aspektów, chciałem wrócić jeszcze do Wimbledonu, bo już trochę minęło czasu, czy jakby stworzyłaś sobie już taką ocenę, taką hierarchię tych 6 szlemów, biorąc pod uwagę skalę trudności, sezon, jaki rozgrywałaś?
Myślę, że w ogóle bez sensu to robić, bo no, tak jak mówiłam już od razu każdy turniej jest inny i porównywanie ich to jest jakby bezsensowna rzecz, bo z każdego tego tytułu powinnam być dumna i jakby to nie ma znaczenia, czy o wiele bardziej dumna, czy troszeczkę mniej. Po prostu każde to zwycięstwo trzeba docenić i się z niego cieszyć. A no tak porównywanie to, tak jak mówię, po prostu to niczego nie przyniesie, więc nie zrobiłam tego.
No i chciałem też tutaj odnośnie tego turnieju, bo wczoraj obserwowałem trening, jak sobie radzisz z tymi warunkami atmosferycznymi, bo widziałem, że dosyć ciężko, mimo że przedłużyłaś ten trening, no ale no, to się daje chyba we znaki.
Nie, no, wczoraj naprawdę była masakra. Nie wiem dlaczego, w sensie temperatura niby jest taka sama codziennie, ale wczoraj faktycznie było bardzo gorąco. Zresztą rozmawiałam z innymi zawodnikami i oni czuli, że wczoraj też było gorzej. Może wilgotność na przykład była wyższa, ale tego nie sprawdziłam. No dzisiaj grałam o podobnej godzinie, to nie czułam tego aż tak bardzo, więc zobaczymy. Po prostu trzeba się dostosować i no, na pewno będzie ciepło i nie oczekiwać, że no, trzeba po prostu przetrwać. Taka jest specyfika tenisa, że tutaj nie gra się w hali, gdzie są cały czas takie same warunki, więc po prostu na spokojnie muszę to zaakceptować i dawać z siebie wszystko, niezależnie od tego, czy jest mi gorąco, czy nie. Dziękuję. Oh, okay. Thanks.